Can you imagine being robbed 3 times before you even turned 16? It sounds crazy, right? But that was my reality growing up as a young Puerto Rican kid in New York. The first time, I was just 13. My parents had just bought my brother and me brand new bikes. I had a mountain bike. He had a BMX. We were at a family barbecue in Queens, and my dad's friend brought his son over with his bike. It was the nicest bike I'd ever seen. Blacked out GT mag rims, custom everything. We couldn't wait to ride, so we headed to the school park across the street. We were just doing tricks, riding around, when this group of older kids on bikes rolled in. I got a bad feeling right away. They weren't from our neighborhood. Before we knew it, they had blocked all the exits. 2 of them walked straight up to my friend, pulled out a knife and told him to get off the bike. My friend got off the bike and gave it to them. They snatched the bike and were gone in a flash. My brother sprinted back to the barbecue and told everyone what happened. Instantly, my uncles and all my dad's friends jumped into their cars. I even saw my uncle's Monte Carlo go down a one-way street. About 10 minutes later, my uncle pulled up with the bike in his trunk. My friend never brought that bike back to Queens again, and from that day on, I started paying a lot more attention to my surroundings. The second time, I was 15. I was in Brooklyn, near the Grant Street station, and had just bought a couple of nickel bags of weed. As I walked out of the store, I noticed this older guy following me. I panicked and started running. He caught up to me in seconds, but instead of grabbing me, he kicked my legs out from under me. I went down hard, face first onto the concrete. Before I could even process what was happening, he began digging through my pockets, asking, "Where's the weed?" The way he said it, I knew he wasn't a cop. I was relieved that he wasn't a cop, but also mad because my chin was busted open and bleeding. He found the 2 bags, took them, and just walked away like nothing happened. To this day, I still have a scar under my chin from that, all for $10 worth of weed. The third time affected me the most. It was 1995, and I was heading home from high school. I got on the train and, trying to be cool, went straight to the very last car. The doors closed, and I saw 2 guys walking towards me. I was about 5'8" and 100 pounds, soaking wet. One of them looked at my feet and said, "Yo, those are some nice sneakers." I just mumbled, "Thanks." Then he asked my shoe size. "Size 8, I told him, not really thinking. He looked at his friend and said, "Isn't that your size?" And that's when I knew. He looked back at me and said, "Take 'em off." As I slowly unlaced my sneakers, I could hear their girlfriends giggling a few seats away. I was being robbed and nobody did anything. I handed over my sneakers. They just walked back to their friends, laughing. I'll never forget the shame I felt, standing there in my socks, trying not to cry. That shame quickly turned to pure anger. I was so mad. When my stop finally came, I bolted out of there, running on the hot, rough concrete sidewalk all the way home. I stormed into my room, grabbed a knife I kept hidden under my mattress, threw on another pair of sneakers, and ran back to the station. I jumped the turnstile and got on the next train, my mind clouded with rage. For the next hour, I searched every stop, sticking my head out, looking for them. All I wanted was revenge. But after a while, the adrenaline started to fade. I finally gave up and went home. I had no idea if I would have ended up in an ambulance or a cop car. After that, I never rode in the last car again. For years, I was too embarrassed to tell anyone that story. I've finally made peace with it. Thanks for letting me share a piece of my story with you. If you've ever been through something similar, know you're not alone. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories.